new presidential administration in my country, don't get me started. You've had a bellyful here in Brazil. He just put 50% tariffs on Brazil. It's utterly insane, of course, and that probably won't last long, but who knows? You know, there's a bit of irrationality, a lot of irrationality, but they do what the fossil fuel companies tell them to do. And Brazil has an opportunity to stand up for humanity, for the future, and to say, we are not dependent on fossil fuels. 90% of our power is from renewable sources. We need all sources, and we will continue for a time to rely on some fossil fuels. Sure, of course, but we have to move as quickly as possible to the kind of energy profile that Brazil has already pioneered for the world, 80 to 90% renewable. That's where we need to go. And Brazil has an opportunity in hosting COP30 in Belém to send that message to the entire world.
And I think Belém will also be a great opportunity for Brazil to position itself as a climate leadership in the global stage.
And let me add one thing, Luisa. When we look at what is happening in the world, for example, 93% of all the new electricity last year being renewable, as I said, where did the money come from? How did that happen, 93% renewable? 85% of all the money came from private investors, not from governments. Now, in some of the poor countries, most of it has to come from governments because investors shy away from developing economies. 2/3 of all the money that has come here in Brazil for the energy transition has come from private investors. You have a very healthy, very large, very robust investing sector here in Brazil. Globally, investors will be providing 80 to 85% of the money for the energy transition globally. But we need to find a pathway to accelerate that transition. We should have a price on carbon, of course, but the fossil fuel companies say, no, we won't allow that, and we have enough political power to put the politicians under our thumb and say, no, don't even think about it. But we need to move in a direction where investors can face a rational world where the price of pollution is reflected in the way the markets are operating. And it may be that a carbon border adjustment mechanism, such as the one Europe has, China's experimenting with it, that is something that should also be discussed here at COP30 in Brazil.